Hey everyone, so today I want to share something that feels like a little postcard from a perfect day trip. We're diving into a story about a short, sweet adventure to Huaral, Peru. It really shows you how an amazing escape can be just a short trip away. So let's get into it.
You know, right from the get-go, this whole trip is all about two things. It's short and it's relaxing. This isn't some huge, stressful expedition. Nope, it's the promise of a simple getaway. A real chance to just unwind without having to go too far from all the daily hustle.
All right, so any great escape really starts with the journey itself, right? This first part of our story is all about that feeling, of leaving the city in the rearview mirror and just heading towards something new and peaceful.
So how does this adventure kick off? Super simple. Just a car ride from Lima. And honestly, that's the beauty of it. No airports, no complicated schedules, just you, the open road, and a drive towards a totally different vibe. It just goes to show how easy a real getaway can be.
And talk about a payoff at the end of that drive. Just perfect weather. You can almost feel it, can't you? Stepping out of the car into that warm, sunny air, that one little moment, man, it just sets the tone for the entire day.
Of course, what's a great trip without some amazing food?
So with the weather setting the perfect mood, the next thing to do is dive right into the heart of Huaral's food scene for a real taste of local flavor.
And we're not talking about just any food. The source here gets specific about two local dishes you have to try. First, there's chancho al palo. That's this incredible succulent pork that's slow-cooked on a stick. Then you've got papa a la huancaína, which is these delicious potatoes absolutely smothered in a creamy, a little bit spicy cheese sauce. I mean, this isn't just a meal, it's the actual taste of the region.
And the final verdict? It's simple, direct, but it says everything. They were delicious. No fancy descriptions needed, right? Just pure, happy enjoyment. That's the kind of meal that becomes a core memory of the whole trip.
All right, so with spirits high and bellies full, it's time to shift from tasting to seeing. The afternoon is all about getting out there and exploring the town and its surroundings, just soaking in everything Huaral has to offer. And here's kind of a roadmap of how that perfect day played out. It started with that sunny arrival, followed by that incredible lunch. Then, the afternoon was packed with a visit to Chiang Kai Castle and a walk through the countryside, before winding down with an evening stroll through town and finally just kicking back at the hotel. See? A perfectly balanced day. So the exploring kicks off with a little bit of history at the Chiang Kai Castle. Just picture wandering through these old historic halls and then stepping out into these beautiful, sprawling gardens. It's that perfect combination of impressive buildings and quiet nature. I love this switch-up. After the kind of structured vibe of the castle and its gardens, the day moves into something much more open and peaceful. A walk through the countryside, it's just a total change of pace and a way to connect with the landscape. And you know what makes the countryside so great? It's the simple stuff. This isn't some exotic safari, it's just the calm, idyllic sight of horses and cows. It's those small, peaceful moments that really make you feel like you've gotten away from it all. And finally, to round out the afternoon, it's time for a classic travel activity. Just walking through the town, maybe finding a few little things to take home. It's really the perfect way to wrap up the sightseeing part of the day before things start to wind down for the evening. And that brings us to the final part of the day. After all the incredible food, the history, and the nature, it's finally time to just slow down, reflect, and relax. So as night starts to fall, this real sense of calm just takes over. The day's adventures are done, and all that's left is to just be. This is that moment where the feeling of a truly great trip really starts to sink in. And once again, it's a simple little detail that says everything. It's not about luxury or anything fancy. It's about the simple pleasure of feeling a fresh breeze at the end of a perfect day. I mean, that's pure contentment right there. And here it is, the final takeaway, a simple, honest summary of the entire experience. It's just a declaration of pure satisfaction. The trip delivered exactly what it promised. It was short, it was relaxing, and it was a completely enjoyable escape. And that kind of leaves us with something to think about. This story is such a great reminder that the most memorable adventures are often the simple ones, the ones just waiting a short drive away. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What perfect day trip is waiting for you?